Could you use some new delicious, healthy, and creative ways to use up zucchini? I'm excited to show you how to easily and quickly shred them into fun handheld fritters that make a perfect snack, appetizer, or side dish. Fresh zucchini are shredded, combined with almond flour, egg, Parmesan cheese, and garlic, and then cooked to crispy perfection in either a pan or an air fryer. They are bursting with flavor and taste even better dipped in my simple cottage cheese and Greek yogurt dill dressing. We're going to begin with a simple zucchini, and all you have to do is cut off both ends, and then we are going to shred it. And after we shred it, we're going to strain the excess water out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this nut milk bag, but you could also use just a dish towel. So I'm going to go ahead and just shred this zucchini right into my bag and burn a few calories in the process. And to make sure that our fritters aren't soggy, we need to drain the excess water out of the zucchini. So I'm going to go ahead and just close up the bag or your towel and just start twisting. And you will be very surprised how much green zucchini juice will come out of your one zucchini. Then we can go ahead and set aside our zucchini. Now when it comes to Parmesan cheese, I prefer to buy a block of cheese and then shred it myself. Now you can buy the pre-shredded store-bought cheese, but it most likely has been coated in cellulose. And I try to avoid as many artificial ingredients as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and shred up about 1/3 cup of cheese. And this is going to taste absolutely delicious in the fritters. Maybe a generous 1/3 cup. And then to add some delicious onion flavor while keeping it easily digestible, I'm going to go ahead and just finely chop up some green onion. So I'll just cut through the bottom half to create some smaller pieces and just go ahead and finely chop. Now in a medium-sized mixing bowl, you want to go ahead and crack 1 egg. Then go ahead and give that a quick whisk. This is going to help bind the fritters so they hold together. And then now we can add in our chopped green onions and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, a couple dashes of some black pepper, and then 1/3 cup of almond flour. I'll go ahead and mix those together. So it should have kind of a batter consistency. Now we can add in our chopped and drained zucchini, as well as our Parmesan cheese. And then with a spatula, I'll go ahead and mix those together. You just want to make sure all the zucchini is well coated. To cook these in a fry pan, you'll just want to bring your heat to about medium-high. And then you'll want to add some oil. I'm going to go ahead and just spray some avocado oil. And then using my medium-sized cookie scoop, I'll go ahead and measure out some of my zucchini mixture. And then go ahead and just set that right into the pan. And then I'm just going to kind of moosh it down into a nice, neat little fritter patty. And these won't expand, so you can go ahead and cook several at a time and put them fairly close together. Spatula here just to kind of shape them into these nice little fritters. And you do want them to be a little bit on the thinner side so that they get nice and crispy and they're not gooey on the inside. And then you just want to let those sit and cook, and you can watch the edges to see when they're starting to brown. And you can also tell by the toasty smell when it's time to flip them. So go ahead and just flip those over. Ooh, those look fantastic. They're gonna be nice and crispy. And as soon as those are done, we can go ahead and turn off the heat, and then we can just transfer them to a plate with a paper towel and allow them to cool off. Now cooking them in an air fryer is even simpler. Now your air fryer might come with a basket. Mine comes with a little removable tray. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out, and then I'm going to give it a quick spray with some nonstick. And then we'll use the same process as before, except I'm going to just put it right into my hand to form it into the little patty, and then just set that right onto the tray. And you want to make sure and give them about 1/2 inch in between each other. And then I'll just put my tray back into my air fryer, and then we'll air fry these at 380 degrees for 8 minutes, and then we're going to flip them over for another 4 minutes. These are in the air fryer for 8 minutes. Now we're going to go in and very carefully flip them over. And these are going back in the air fryer for another 4 minutes. Well, our fritters cooked in the air fryer are done, and wow, those look good. Go ahead and take these little guys out. You can see they're nice and crispy all the way around. When we compare them to the ones that we cooked in our fry pan, you can see that the ones from the fry pan are a little more browned and toasted and a little bit flatter, a little more pancake-like, whereas those that were cooked in the air fryer have a little bit more volume to them and probably a little more crispy all the way around. Now you could definitely enjoy these as is, but I think they taste even better dipped in a yummy creamy dill sauce. To make this dill sauce, we're gonna start with half a cup of cottage cheese, and you're going to put it into a small blender, or I'm using the chopper cup that comes with my immersion blender, because we're gonna blend this all together, which will eliminate the curdled texture of the cottage cheese. Then we'll add 1/4 of a cup of some Greek yogurt. So we're getting the nutritional benefits of both of these superfoods, but you could definitely use all cottage cheese or all Greek yogurt if you prefer. Then we'll add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of dried dill, 1/2 teaspoon of dried parsley. Of course, you could chop up some fresh parsley if you have some on hand, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I'll just put on my lid and mix this all together. Now you have this healthy, delicious, and creamy dip for your fritters. To enjoy your fritters, you could just take it and dip it right into your sauce and eat it like a chicken nugget. Or you could put some onto a plate and then dish a little sauce on top and enjoy it with a fork. That is so yummy. That is just bursting with tasty, savory flavor. First I get the crispy texture of the zucchini, and then I get the flavor coming in from that cheese, and then it's all wrapped up just in those delicious spices that are just perfectly seasoned. And then I get the coolness that comes in from that dip that's just creamy and has that dill and parsley flavor to it. That is so good, and it was fun to make and even more fun to eat. It's emotionally satisfying because you're eating something that is just quick and fun and easy to make, but it's also physically satisfying in that it's nutrient dense and flavor rich. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today to make these fritters, either cooked in a fry pan or in your air fryer. And if you'd like to see the full recipe card for this video, I've included a link in the video description below. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who could use a fun new way to use up their zucchini, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you again with me in my kitchen next time.